un altro video. È un altro antico mestiere che ormai non è più praticato.
Here we are again to talk about an ancient craft that is no longer practiced, the coffee vendor.
Paese abbandonano caffè, caffè, che bella caffiata, e le persone si avvicinavano.
The coffee vendor went around the alleys of the town in the early hours of the morning. When the men went to work, abbagnano, which means shouting, caffè, caffè, acqua caura e caffè, che bella caffiata, which means coffee, 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 hot water and coffee, and what a nice cup. Now let me show you how coffee was once made. These are ancient roasters. They will put the green coffee beans inside and put the roaster on the fire. Once the roasting was over, the coffee was ready to be ground. And to do this, they used coffee grinders. Here on display, several grinders, and also an ancient wall coffee grinder that was hung with nails.
Come se veniva servito il caffè una volta? Allora, abbiamo questo fornello.
In the past, coffee was obtained by pouring. Roasted and ground coffee was put into a container. Boiling water was poured over it and left to rest for a while. Then it was filtered and served. It often happened, however, that in order to save money, they used less coffee and more boiling water to increase the quantity. The result was the now famous family coffee, a caffiata, better known to us as acqua e pulpo, octopus water.
Il caffè come veniva bevuto allora? Il nonno mi raccontava che
From my grandfather's story, he drank coffee in a particular way, placing the saucer on his lips and slowly pouring the coffee that was in the cup to be at the right temperature to be drunk. Today, all these objects are not used anymore. They've been replaced by our mocha and by the electric coffee machines, using pods or capsules. Francesco Procopio dei Coltelli, the Sicilian who founded the world's first cafe ice cream shop in Paris. In 1686, a Sicilian, Francesco Procopio dei Coltelli, opened in Paris, in front of the François Theatre, the Café Procope. It is known that he was born in Sicily, but the sources do not agree on his hometown. If in fact, a long tradition wants him to be a native of Agitrezza, where thanks to the trade of snow from Etna, historically relevant activity, Procopio would have made ice cream. Instead, a more recent hypothesis places him native of Palermo, based on a certificate of baptism found in the parish archives of the church of San Ippolito, located in the Capo neighborhood of the capital. It is really true, the Sicilian saying, "Cu unesce e rinesce," who expatriates is successful. Italy does not produce coffee, yet in Palermo, for some years now, a small agricultural company has become a national case, since it was the first to successfully plant and cultivate a plantation of Arabica. We are talking about the two brothers, Rosolino and Benedetto Palazzolo from Terracini, Palermo, who collected their own beans, after a work of study and research started from simple curiosity. For 5 years, the Palazzolo brothers have started an experiment with coffee, a novelty for Sicily. We had 2-3 plants, bought by chance in a nursery, but everyone told me that here you cannot produce coffee. So I started to understand how the plant grew and what its needs were. And 3 years ago, I managed to get 3 blooms in a month and a half. Driven by curiosity, we then obtained the first production with minimum quantities but excellent results. The Sicilian climate, with the alternation of hot summers and cold winters, could represent the future of this cultivation. We love coffee, we love nature, we love culture, we love Sicily.